Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time, but hopefully I'm back with another tutorial for you to enjoy. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this gorgeous bonnet. It has got a garter stitch frill that blends in perfectly with the bonnet, and most importantly, and the star of the show, is the back. Don't be thrown back by how it looks, how complex it looks, etc. It is really easy. So you just start by casting on 9 stitches, I want to remember, or 18, I'm not sure. Anyway, you cast on an amount of stitches, follow 20 rows, which are going to make you knit this part, and then you just knit garter stitch, and with a rib, and with a eyelets, whatever. You can just change it up however you want. And then I have added these twisted cords, which are my favorite. You could also add ribbon, an eye cord. You could just make it sew your own. This is today's pattern. I really hope you do enjoy the video. If you do, smash the thumbs up. If you love it and you love the pattern, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss out. If you click on the link down below, you will have the written tutorial, and if you click on my name it will take you to my other videos. I have frill bonnets with a normal back, we have rompers, booties, all sorts. There's all sorts on my channel, so definitely go and check that out. And I will stop rambling on, so let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so before we even get started, here you have the written pattern if you would like to screenshot it. I've just written it out, although you will have it down below in the description. In the link you will just have a direct access to the online pattern. This is for all sizes, so yeah, let's just get started. Using this lovely turquoise colour, which is for 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter needles, and it is 100% cotton. And I'm also going to be using my 3mm needles. These are slightly rubbed off at the end just because of use, so please excuse that, but we're just going to have to bear with it for this video until I buy some new ones. So as it says, we have to cast on 8 stitches for all sizes. Okay, so here I have my cotton. I'm going to do a pull tie, which we do like so, and pop that on the end of the needle, pull it tight but not too tight, and then we are going to cast on 8 stitches. So we've got 1, and then we would do another one by twisting like so, bring this yarn over and this one back down again, and that will be 2. So I'm going to repeat that. So we twist this like so, this one goes over and 3, twist, and it goes under and over, 4, and we're going to do 8. So twist over, 5, twist, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so we now have 8 stitches, 2, 4, 6, 8, and we have our strand left. So now we put this needle in our left hand. If you're new with knitting, you should maybe try a more basic pattern like the first one I have on my channel before coming to this, but if not, you can still always give it a try. So now what we're going to do is, as it says on our pattern, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over until the end. So let's do that. So what we do is we place our needle in the front of the yarn, into the front of the stitch, like that, and we're going to knit 1 like so, and we're just going to pull it tight by pulling the other piece of cotton, and then yarn over, which is just to bring our yarn to the front, and knit 1. And now instead of having 2 stitches, which are the 2 that we have knitted, we actually have 3, but my yarn over has overlapped. Oh no, it hasn't. There we go. So we've created an extra stitch, as you can see. Now we're going to create another one. So yarn over again, knit 1. So now we have 5, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit. It's kind of fiddly to start with, but it will get easier because this is a really tight row. Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit one, yarn over, and knit our last one, like so. So now, as we have yarned over between every stitch, we now have 15 stitches on our needle instead of 8, seeing as every yarn over is an increase. And now we're going to turn our work, and this is the back of our work. To distinguish the front from the back, the front is when we have both tails at this side, and the back is when we have one at each. And now this row, we are just going to knit all the stitches. So I'm going to slip my first stitch knitwise on every row. So I'm just going to slip and knit every stitch as normal to create the holes for our bonnet. So I'm just going to knit like so. And there we go. And now I'll just pull that a little bit tight and turn our work. And now, as I said, we're on the front because both tails are at the same side. We are now on our third row, so this is knit 2, yarn over to the end, knit 1. So let's do that. So we're going to slip the first stitch knitwise. So that's knit, that will be classed as our knit 1. Sorry, I'm out of focus. So knit 1, knit 2, so we're going to knit this second one. Oops. Yarn over, knit 2 more. 1, 2, yarn over, knit 2. You have to be careful if you're knitting with cotton because it splits. Yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over, and then knit 1, which is our last stitch. And we have now finished our third row, so now the fourth is just to come back in plain knitting. So I slip the first stitch knitwise and knit all stitches through the front just as a plain knit stitch. Now we are on our fifth row, which is knit 3, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over, knit 3 until we get to 1, and I'm going to carry on and I will meet you back at row 12 where we start the decreases, okay? So I'm going to just carry on doing the knit the fifth row, 6, so on until row 12, and I will get back to you to start the decreases, which is row 13. Okay, so I have now done all my increases, and you should now have 50 stitches on your needle. Right now it is looking a bit of a shambles, but I'll show you how you can see it in a few more rows. So now we have done the increases, now we have to do the decreases for each individual star. So, I mean, each leg of the star, shall we call it. So for this, we are going to start by knit 4, knit 2 together, sorry about the bird, knit 4, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. And we're going to repeat this. So we're going to slip the first stitch knitwise. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to knit 2 together. So instead of going in the first stitch, we're going to go in the second one, go through it as we would normally, and also through the other. So we're getting 2 stitches at once. Then I'm going to bring my yarn over and just knit it as a usual stitch. So instead of 6, we've now got 5. Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over. And then we're going to knit 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knit 2 together, so we go in the second one, through, and knit as if we're knitting just 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knit 2 together. You got sidetracked. Knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 4, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. Okay, so that is our 13th row finished, and now we're going to come back on ourselves in just plain knit, as we have been doing on every back row. Now we turn our work, and again we're at the front, so it's another row of decreases. So now what we do is we knit 3. Instead of knit 4, we do the same but with knit 3. So it's knit 3, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3, yarn over. Okay, let's do this. Knit 3, 1, we slip up our first one, so that's 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3 again, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 1. Sorry, what have I just done? Yarn over, yeah, so knit 3, 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, knit 2 together. So I'm going to knit all the back of that row, which is the 16th row, and I'm going to carry on until the 22nd, and I will get back to you. 82, 84, 85 stitches I think I've got on my needle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread it onto this green cotton with a needle, just to show you. We have to do this. If you want to do this to check that you've done your star correctly, you can, but just be really careful to not drop any stitches when doing it. I want to do it to show you what our bonnet is looking like. Okay, so I'm really close to losing my stitches, so I'm just going to show you really quickly that this is how our bonnet is going to be sewn up. No, there's something not gone to pull on here. There you go. You can see here, oops, sorry, is the star, kind of. When we sew it up, it will all come more to life. I think it's more like this. There we go. When we sew it up, it will be more to life, but that is what it is looking like. Okay, so now what we have to do is cast off 11 stitches at the beginning of our next row, which will be our 23rd row. So I'm going to slip the first stitch, knit 1, and then I pass this one over like so. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 11. And now I just continue in normal garter stitch over and over again the amount of centimeters you want or need for your pattern. Sorry, I don't know if any of that was in focus. I was so concentrated on casting off, I didn't even look at the viewfinder. So for newborn, it is 9 centimeters. Then we've got, so for newborn, it's approximately 9 or 10 centimeters. For 1 to 3 months, it's from 11 to 13 centimeters. So basically what you do is you just add 2 or 3 centimeters for each month. So technically it's 11 centimeters for 1 month, 13 for 2 months, 15 for 3 months, and so on. Or if you do have your baby and you can measure their head, it's a lot better. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to carry on for approximately 9 to 10 centimeters, and I will get back to you for the frill. So I have now done my approximate 9 centimeters from the end of my star to here. It is about, give and take, 9 centimeters. So now it is time to do my frill. I'm on the front of my work. I know this because both tails are at the right hand side, if you remember. And now it's time to do the frill, as I've just said. I think you're going to be gobsmacked by how easy this bonnet is to make, and the frill is also really easy, but you're going to have to bear with me because I've never yet done a frill, a garter stitch frill on garter stitch straight away without picking up stitches, so I'm not sure if it's going to look alright. We might have to take it back and do a different kind of frill, but this probably won't be in the video if I do that because I'll cut this part out. So to start, what we do on the first row, we knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, and between every knit stitch we're going to yarn over. So we are going to have the double amount of stitches than we have currently. So between here we would have a stitch, between these two another one, and so on. So it's really easy. As we've been doing all along, we just slip the first stitch, bring our yarn over and knit. So instead of 2 stitches we now have 4 because we're going to yarn over again, and then knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit. We don't want to do this too tight because if not it's going to make it really hard to do the row coming back. But this is all we do: yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, yarn over, knit, all the way to the other side. This frill is a very easy frill to do. This is like easier than the frill bonnet by 100. So we've just not yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, and at the end knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, just following the pattern. And then we're going to turn our work, and now this is the back row of our work. So this row, what we are going to do is knit all of them, but the yarn overs, we're going to knit them through the back. This means that we are avoiding creating a hole, because if not we would have a holey frill. So if that's what you want to go for, you just knit this in knit stitch normally, but seeing as I want to avoid the hole, what I'm going to do is slip the first stitch knitwise and keep it tight-ish. And then this one, if we knit it like this, as you can see, we are creating the hole, so I'm going to knit it through the back like so. Okay, over and knit, knit normal, and then knit through the back. That's my fast way of doing it: knit normal and knit through the back. So you go through the back of it like so. Normal, yarn over through the back. Sorry about the dogs bickering. Normal through, oops, through the back. Normal through the back. It's kind of tricky to start with, but then you'll get the hang of it. Okay, so I'm going to finish this row and I will be back for the front, which is another row of increases. Okay, so I'm now on my third row of frill, so here we need to do another row of increases, seeing as we want it to be a bulky frill. This frill you can add to so many things, by the way. I'm just going to show you. This is what I've put it on recently, on a little romper, and it's the sleeves, and look how cute it's going to look. If you would like a pattern for this, let me know. And also, look at this colour combination. I put it on the top of these booties. This is just the bootie pattern that I put up last, but instead of doing the eyelets up the toe area, I haven't done, and it's like this. I'm still debating whether I put a little cord through these bottom ones to tie it on here, or a little ribbon. But yeah, so this frill is very versatile and you can put it on so many things, and I think it looks really cute. So for this bonnet, we're going to do this same frill I've done here, but maybe even a bit longer, I'm not sure. I'll see how it looks. So for the third row of our frill, what we are going to do is knit 2, yarn over, knit 2, yarn over. So then we are creating a stitch every 2 stitches instead of every stitch as we did on the first row. So knit 1, in this case slip 1 knitwise, knit 1, and now we have 2, so it's yarn over, knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, knit 2, 2, yarn over, knit 2, 1, 2, 2, yarn over, knit 2. And now we are on the back of the row, and again knit through the back row, out of focus row, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to slip the first stitch, knit until my yarn over, which mine is my 4th stitch, and then I'm going to go through the back again, knit 2, through, kind of tricky, you have to help yourself with the other finger, through the back, okay, knit 2, through the back. Okay, so as you can see, I have now finished the back of my bonnet. Well, I've finished all of it. Well, let me just zoom in a tiny bit. There we go. I've finished my bonnet, and now I need to sew it up. So that's what we're going to do. We need to stretch this to join like so, and it's going to look like that. I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm going to show you how to sew it up. I think it's easier to sew if you put it on a polystyrene ball like I do. It just stretches the bonnet out really nicely and makes it perfect for sewing. So we're going to use the cast on, ideally, if you have left it long enough. If not, you just have to pick up with a new strand of yarn. And what we're going to do is go in these little beads that you can see here. I hope you can see that. So I'm going to go in like so and pull tight. There we go. And then I'm going to go in. Trying to work out if I should have maybe gone in a different one. Hang on. Maybe I could have gone in that one. No, I've gone in the right one. Okay. This one goes, as I said, with this one. Pull it tight, and then I'm going to go in the next one, which is here. Seeing as we did the slip stitch at the beginning, we've made it easy to find the little beads that we go through. Then I'm going to go through this one. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I'm going to make it. These are here. This one. I'm just going to end this with a knot. And when we turn it around, this is the right side. Look, you can see it perfectly. So now I'm just going to tuck this in and hide away the thread. Okay, so we're now going to pick up stitches for the neckband. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick mine up without the frill. So I'm going to go in here and I just put my needle through, and then we are going to take our yarn that goes to the ball and we're going to do a hoop over like so. That's one stitch, and I'm going to just go in every one of these like so. Oh, let me just make this a bit longer. There we go. So now I go in here, over, out, into the next bead that we can see. Hope you can see that. And we go over, out, in, and then I'm going to just knit these in guard stitch back and forth about 4 rows and cast off on the 5th or something like that, and then just either do an I-cord, a ribbon, a twist, whatever. I'm going to leave a link down below lots of different ways to make fastens for your bonnets by other people, because I don't really know how to do a tutorial on them. Okay, so I have finished my bonnet. I have added my little cord. This is the one I've done. I will leave a link down below of how to create this cord. It's the easiest to create and I just love how it looks. So yeah, this is the finished bonnet. How good does that look? If you have any questions, make sure to pop them down below. If there are any requests, also tell me down below what you would like me to knit. Send me an Instagram DM if you are to knit a pattern. I love seeing your finished pieces. And yeah, without further ado, that's it. I really hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you loved it and you knit the